I was born in Kathmandu, Nepal. And at a very young age, both my sister and me, we were sent to Kalimpong to study. And we started studying in a convent school, a Catholic convent school. And the hostel we stayed in was owned by a Christian family. So that's how we grew up with Christian morals and values. And later on, as we grew up, seeing the changes in us, seeing the growth in us, my father was also positively influenced by Christian values. He also started believing in Jesus, and slowly as a family we started attending church, we started growing up in Christian faith. After having completed my class 10, I came back to Nepal to take up journalism. So while studying in class 12, I started working in a radio. I joined radio and I started working as a radio presenter. I was young, I was filled with enthusiasm. And radio had just come up with FM stations. So that was the most trendiest and most in thing at that moment. My media career then took off on a very positive note. I was popular, everybody knew Mahima. And then later, after 6 years of radio, then I slowly decided I should venture into the TV as well, television as well, the visual media. And that's how my television career also started. So I was really enjoying my professional career. I liked and I loved what I did. Again, as any other normal person, I got married. I think I was around 31 or 32. But again, life is not always sweet. Like a normal person, I didn't know what my future held. But there was this very tragic moment that I had to go through after 19 months of my marriage. And that was the death of my husband. And at that time, I was not with him. I was shooting and my husband was back at his home in Kalimpong. That phase was the most difficult phase in my life. So they broke the news on the phone that he's no more. As you can imagine, it's like, I still know that that evening in December. All I did was, after hanging up, just stared at the blank walls, and I didn't know what next. I just kept quiet, and then by that time my family had already gathered around me. So I was a very active person, but that night I felt what quiet means, what stillness means. The most difficult part was to keep myself sane, to overcome the craziness that I was going through. Mentally, I had to be very, very stable, because whatever you think, your life becomes. So that was the time when I really had to hold myself and keep myself mentally strong. I also questioned God at one point, saying, God, if you was to take him away from me within 19 months, why did you even let me meet him? Or why did you even let me be married to him? I mean, that connection, why did you even get me connected to the family? That was my biggest question, why me? But as I read through the Bible, one verse that really struck me, gave me comfort, was Jeremiah 29:11. I took that as my promise verse and I found comfort in the Lord. And that was the time I stopped questioning the Lord, saying, why me? After praying, I used to, suddenly, physically also, I used to feel my vision was very clear. So I decided that it's whatever is gone is gone. It's all on God's will. Then it was no looking back. Good morning, namaste, and a warm welcome. I'm Mahima, the little M. So after I was focused on my work, I thought, why not venture out? Why not try for new things? Why not look into greener pastures? So that's when I decided I'll come to Delhi. The first job I got was here at CBN. I started working as a producer, where we produced TV shows that touched the lives of so many people. So the work ethics here at CBN, the values that the organization followed, that also helped me build my career a lot. It's been many, many years now since I've overcome the tragedy, the loss of my husband. I may not know the plan today. I don't know what plan he has for me. But I put my trust in the Lord that he has a better plan for me. Tomorrow, you may not know. You don't know what lies ahead tomorrow. But then we have to trust in the Lord, and I trust in the Lord that tomorrow he has better plans for me than today. And with that, it really helps me live my life one day at a time.